Hey friends, I want to ask you, are you healing your burnout or are you actually making it worse? I've been thinking a lot about this today, and so this is a little bit of an off the cuff episode. I just needed to record this in real time, so I don't have my audio set up, but obviously you can still hear me. You just might hear background noise a little more. But point being, are you making it better or are you making it worse? I think that right now, so many of us have really good intentions. Like, I want to heal myself. I want to heal the patterns and I want to heal all of the different things and beliefs that I'm holding on to that are causing me to create more stress and more burnout in my life. But are we going about that the right way? Are we actually trying to heal ourselves the right way? Or are we creating more work for ourselves? And I want to dive in a little bit deeper to that. So let's roll the intro and let's go. Hey friend, welcome to the Ready to Rise podcast. This is the podcast for ambitious, successful women who've checked off all the boxes. The career, the routines, the self-help books, and therapy, we've done it all. But if you're still feeling numb, stuck, or like you're just going through the motions, you're in the right place. Because I've totally been there, and I've healed myself using the tools that I now teach. I got certified in them so that I could help other women do the same. I'm your host, Audrey Rose, a registered nurse and somatic life coach, and I'm here to help you stop just coping, stop just going through the motions, and actually start feeling good again in your life, feeling happy again. Each week, we explore nervous system regulation, emotional wellness, and rituals that are rooted in ancient wisdom, ancient practices, so you can stop just going through the motions and stop just getting by and start really feeling lit up and alive and fully plugged in again. This is about real happiness, the kind that fills your body, lights you up, and helps you create a life that you are obsessed to wake up for. So are you ready? Because I'm excited to help you feel like you again. Okay, so I was talking with my friend today and she was like, man, I'm seeing so many people on Instagram going to ayahuasca retreats or doing these 7-day, detoxes or whatever. They're going to yoga every morning and then doing sound baths every night and sauna in between and all these things, right? And their lives are looking so amazing. They're posting on Instagram, right? And they're matching aloe sets and it's so cute and they're drinking their greens and they're doing the cold plunge and it looks good, right? The whole morning shed and the whole nighttime routine, all of these things are great, right? I personally think they're great in moderation, right? Like I have a 10-step skincare routine I do every single night, but the mornings are easy on purpose so that I can live my life. Just things like that. And I think that we're getting so caught up as a culture in paying attention to all of these fun things on Instagram and this 10-step skincare routine, but it's followed by a cold plunge. And then if you're not doing that and wearing the matching aloe set and then going to yoga and then doing a sound bath, you are a loser, right? And you're not doing enough for your own healing. And I just want to call BS on that. I think that especially when it comes to burnout healing, we have to pay attention to what we're doing. And again, my big motto is I will never ask you to fully slow down. I'm never going to ask you to quit your job, right? I don't want you to, because I had to go through that. I had to take 3 months sabbatical off of my job as a nurse. Hey friend, I am so excited to pop in here really quick and announce that the Rise retreats are back. So if you've been feeling exhausted or irritated or you just overall lost your spark, but you can still go to work and crush it, right? Pick up the kids, do all the things. Then you feel later like you're just going through the motions, right? You're numbing with wine. You're leaving all your friends on red. You're yelling at your husband because he cannot find the ketchup again. Absolutely, I've been there because it's right in front of his face, honestly. But still, right? This is the sign that your nervous system is trying to just tell you that it's overwhelmed. It can't take anymore, right? And I know that this is trending on Instagram, but the thing is, you really don't need to just quit your career that you've worked your brains off for, right? No. So it's time to just process some of the stress, regulate our nervous system, reset, so that we can hear ourselves again, right? We can relax, we can feel like ourselves again. And some of us don't really know where to start. Like that was me a few years ago on my burnout journey. I had no idea where to start when I started to feel all of these things, exhausted, irritated, all of that. And that is what Rise retreats are for. So we are going to be meeting for a 3-day experience. This retreat is going to be in the hills of Castro Valley, California. It's so freaking gorgeous. This is like a huge, beautiful gated house up in the, mountains. We have all of these really beautiful balconies that are like in the trees. I can't even explain. Like pictures are on IG. You have to check it out because it is freaking gorgeous. We are going to be meeting October 9th through 11th, and there are just very limited spots. I keep them very intimate so that I can truly dive in with each of you and kind of tailor the experience, right? A few spots are already taken. I know. And the link is in the show notes, or, DM me personally so that we can connect. We can get on a little coffee chat and just find out if it's a good fit for you. And you can come and join us. Long story of how I got there. We're not going to get into it, but it sucked. It really sucked. Finances became pretty tight. I honestly felt really bored. I was like missing all my friends, missing my work friends. Like, what's the gossip? Which doctor is like banging who? Like, I wanted to know everything, right? And it wasn't fun. I mean, obviously there were moments, right, that I was like, oh, it's kind of nice. I don't have to wake up early and go to work right now. But for the most part, it sucked. And I literally had to take time off. Like my doctor made me take time off. And I don't want that for you. As much as I think it's becoming such a cultural thing to be like, let's get in our soft girl era. Let's slow down. Let's do nothing. I don't think that we truly want that. Because if you're listening to this podcast, I already know that you're an ambitious woman who's doing all the things. You're probably a nurse, a teacher, something like that, a social worker, you're a busy mom. And I know that you have a lot of goals for yourself. But I think that at the end of the day, this culture that we're living in and the goals that we have for ourselves can really cause us to burn out. And we're feeling irritated and stressed and overwhelmed and exhausted despite getting 12 hours of sleep at night, right? I don't think quitting everything is the answer. It's not like you're going to tell your kids that they cannot do sports this year, or, your husband that, no, you can't cook dinner. Like, I get that. And I think that for you, again, I don't think that you truly want that. But the problem is we're watching all of this stuff on Instagram and we are filling our minds with the fact that burnout healing is supposed to look that way. We're supposed to be doing a cold plunge and a green juice and a yoga class and all of these things. And what happens is that burnout healing, that desire to actually feel a little bit of stress relief, to feel a little bit relaxed, to feel better, to feel good in our bodies, to feel like more energized at the end of the day and less irritated. All of that desire causing us to do all of those activities is actually going to cause the opposite effect. It's going to make you more tired, more irritated, because instead of just being able to, do like a quick tapping, EFT tapping set, or just taking a nice little hike that calms you down and relaxes you and helps you to process stress, now you're rushing around to more activities. You're trying to get ready to do more things. You're, just constantly adding more onto your schedule. And instead of being able to be more present and feel more focused and happy and energized, you're probably yelling at your kids even more now, yelling at your husband. You're pissed off. You're irritated. Why is the car dirty? Why I have to get to yoga? This isn't ready for me. Why isn't my husband getting, putting gas in my car and getting this done? And now I'm yelling at him about this. Oh, the dog, she's not like going to the bathroom fast enough. So now this is taking me longer to get to where I need to go. Oh my God, like at the cold plunge, there's an issue with this. And it's frustrating you even more because there's too much on your plate. And so it's about finding this balance. Again, I'm not going to tell you that you're going to quit everything and go be like a Himalayan, living in the Himalayas, like as a hermit in the mountains, right? I'm not going to tell you to do that. I'm not going to say that we need to completely slow down, but I also don't want to preach on the other side because it's too much. And if you're already burned out and you're already having a hard time focusing or getting things done quick, that's not going to suit you. And that's going to make it even more stressful and compound all the issues that you're already having and make it so you don't want to do any of this. It's not going to be sustainable in the long run. What is sustainable is finding a couple of things that feel really good. Maybe you really do want to do an ayahuasca retreat, but I'm not asking you to stack that onto a million other things. You just can't do it. Maybe you really did find relief and the cold plunges really helped and you felt more energized all day. Then that's great. Let's stick with that in like a workout later or whatever it is for you, right? But I don't want you to create this massive routine that you see all these influencers doing, because that is their job right now, right? Is to influence you, is to make money on social media or whatever it is so that you're, following along. But that's not going to be sustainable for our life. We're going to see this person do that a couple of times and then they're going to move on to a new trend while you are stuck feeling like you never mastered your burnout healing because you were always doing something else. That's where it can become such a hindrance to your burnout healing, is when we're adding way too much on. For me personally, what's always worked is literally getting outside. It doesn't have to be so crazy. It can be more instant, right? Getting outside for me, getting a hike in, going to the ocean is my favorite thing. I love to, watch like the whales go by. I love to watch what's happening and just see all these animals and get out there and just get the fresh air. Get that fresh air, feel a little bit more rejuvenated. That's what's going to work for you, right? Hey friend, quick question. When was the last time that you felt truly reset? If you've been pushing through exhaustion or kind of spinning your wheels, or maybe noticing that your energy is all over the place, I have something for you. I'm hosting a free 7-day nervous system reset challenge. And this round, I'm super excited to say that we are blending chakra alignment with the daily nervous system practices. So each day you'll get a new tool like breath work, tapping, or sound healing paired with a chakra that it supports. This is going to be free, 7 days, very powerful, and truly amazing. So if you're ready to feel grounded, more energized, and reconnected to yourself in just 1 week, join us for free. The link is in the show notes below, or if you just go to Instagram, it is there in my bio for you. Can't wait to reset together. That's what you like, is the nature thing. But find that thing for yourself. Some people find a lot of relief literally baking sourdough, making the sourdough, doing all the different rounds, the folding and stretching and all of those things. That seems to work for a lot of people and they enjoy that. Then do that. It might be taking your dog for a long walk. It might be something entirely different. It might be hitting the gym. It might be swimming. Find what works for you that you are able to get lost in. I want you to find something that you're not disassociating, but you're able to get lost a little bit and let your body just start to kind of process things out. You know what I'm saying? Try some somatic healing, try movement, try different stretches. A yoga would be amazing. Sound healing, I love. Try something that allows you to start to help your body to process, because we store so much stress. And I talk about that a lot in my masterclass. It's like nervous system reset is what it's called. It's in my link in bio. If you go to my link in bio on IG or down here in the show notes, and then you go to free resources tab, there's a bunch of free resources. So that masterclass is one of them. And I talk a lot about why, all the things impact us the way that they do in there. But there's so much, right? And our body is holding on to this stress. And when we're constantly in a stress response, we can't feel happy. We're not going to feel energized. Our body isn't truly recovering and truly resting. And that's what's happening to you right now, right? So we have to find those things that help us to process and help us flow and help us reduce the stress in life without it becoming another job or another chore. This is your simple reminder today. Help yourself to heal the burnout. Don't make it worse. I love you so much. I'm always here. Literally just DM me anytime if you have any questions about anything at all. And by the way, speaking of DMs, please, if you are not listening to this inside of the United States, please shoot me a DM. I mean, DM me anyway, please. I love them so much. But I've seen so many of you guys. This podcast is actually reaching over half of the world now, which is insane. And I see so many of you from other countries tuning in, and I just really want to say hi. That's so exciting. So it just feels so surreal, but I really am happy that this, advice and all of these, I want to say things, but that all of this is reaching you and it's resonating for you and it's helping you to live a better life, to create a life that you are obsessed to wake up for. So until next time. I'll see you. Thank you for tuning in to another amazing episode of the Ready to Rise podcast. It means so much to me to have you here and to get to share all of this with you. If this one resonated, literally just send this to a friend, share it with her right now, because there's so many women out there who really need this information. And I would also love it if you could take a quick screenshot, throw it up on Instagram, tag me at Hello Audrey Rose so that I can connect with you and get to know you. But thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Have a blessed and beautiful day, and I will see you next time.